Right now, artificial intelligence is literally diagnosing diseases faster than human doctors can blink, and this week alone we got news that could reshape how medicine works forever. Hey, I'm Mark, and today we're breaking down the AI medical breakthroughs happening in real time that aren't just cool. They could actually save your life or someone you love. Let's start with something wild. This week, researchers announced that AI systems trained on millions of medical images can now spot certain cancers earlier than radiologists. I'm talking about catching tumors at stages where treatment is way more likely to work. The thing is, radiologists are amazing at their jobs, but they're also human. They get tired, they miss things, they can only look at so many images in a day. An AI system? It doesn't get fatigued. It doesn't have an off day. It can analyze hundreds of scans in the time it takes a doctor to review one carefully. Now here's where it gets really interesting. We're not talking about AI replacing doctors. That's the misconception everyone has. What's actually happening is AI is becoming the world's most reliable second opinion. A radiologist looks at your chest X-ray. The AI looks at it too. If they disagree, the doctor takes another look. Studies show that when you combine human expertise with AI analysis, you catch way more abnormalities than either one alone. It's like having a tireless colleague who's seen every case ever and can instantly spot patterns you might miss. But cancer detection is just the beginning. This week we also saw breakthroughs in drug discovery. Normally, developing a new medicine takes about 10 to 15 years and costs billions of dollars. That's partly because scientists have to test millions of molecular combinations to find one that might work. AI is accelerating that process dramatically. Machine learning models can predict which drug compounds will actually work before you even synthesize them in a lab. We're talking about cutting years off the development timeline. For someone with a rare disease waiting for treatment, that's not just cool, that's life-changing. There's also something fascinating happening with personalized medicine. Your genetics, your metabolism, your medical history, they're all unique. But most medicines are designed as one-size-fits-all treatments. AI is changing that. Machine learning can analyze your individual genetic makeup and predict how you'll respond to different medications. This means doctors can prescribe the drug that's most likely to work for you specifically, not just the one that works for most people. It's the difference between getting better and wasting months on a medicine that doesn't help your body. Now let's talk about something that affects millions of people right now: disease diagnosis in places without access to specialists. If you live in a rural area or a developing country, getting a diagnosis for a complex disease might mean traveling hours or paying money you don't have to see a specialist. But AI diagnostic tools can run on a regular computer or even a smartphone. A local clinic with basic equipment and an AI system can now provide diagnostic accuracy that rivals a major hospital. We're talking about democratizing medical expertise in a way that was impossible before. Here's another real win from this week. AI is getting better at predicting patient outcomes. Before someone even gets sick, AI can look at their medical history, lifestyle data, and genetic markers to predict their risk of developing certain conditions. That means doctors can intervene early. You can start preventative treatment before you actually get the disease. It's so much cheaper and more effective to prevent something than to treat it after it develops. The mental health angle is huge too. AI chatbots and monitoring systems are helping detect depression, anxiety, and other mental health conditions earlier. They're also providing immediate support to people in crisis situations, even at 3 in the morning when a therapist isn't available. Now, these systems aren't replacing therapists. Real human mental health care is irreplaceable. But they're filling a massive gap. They're there when you need someone to talk to, and they can flag when someone needs urgent professional help. I know what some of you are thinking. Isn't this scary? What about privacy? What about AI making mistakes? These are legit concerns, and they matter. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. If the training data has biases, the AI will have biases. If you train an AI on images from one population, it might not work as well on another population. The medical field is aware of this, and there's serious work happening to make sure these systems are fair and accurate across different groups. But yeah, we need to stay vigilant about it. The other thing is that AI in medicine isn't autonomous yet. It's not making final decisions. Doctors are. AI is a tool, like a microscope or an MRI machine. It gives doctors better information, But the actual decisions about your care come from a human who's trained to think about your whole situation, not just the data. What really excites me about this is the timeline. We're not talking about breakthroughs that'll maybe happen in 10 years. We're talking about systems that are being deployed in hospitals right now. Patients are already benefiting. Doctors are already using these tools. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's medicine happening today. The exciting part is we're still in the early stages. As AI gets better, as we get more data, as we figure out how to implement these systems responsibly, the impact is going to grow exponentially. We might be living through the decade where AI fundamentally changes how medicine works and how many lives we can save. So if you're curious about how AI is reshaping the world from medicine to everything else, you're in the right place. Subscribe to AskArk so you don't miss the next breakthrough, because trust me, they're coming fast. And let me know in the comments, what aspect of AI in medicine interests you most? Are you more excited about diagnosis, drug discovery, or something else? I read the comments, and I might cover your question in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.